Lucinda is a great human being. She'll tell her story, but if we could all give a round of applause for her. Yay! Thank you.
And how many times, just raise your hands, you walked in a room and you felt like you didn't belong and you shrunk yourself? Hands up.
A lot of these young people remind me of myself, and at the completion of these programs, what really grabs a hold of me is when these young people come and share with me something very personal that they previously weren't comfortable sharing.
I've been a community organizer for over 14 years now, organizing around a series of issue areas. And then I worked for the government for a little bit as a director of community engagement. But something that's always been incredibly important to me is providing tools and resources to marginalized communities and understanding that access and privilege comes in so many different forms. So ultimately that goal, that drive, that ambition, wanting to cultivate that within my community is what ultimately brought me to DREAM as a national organizer, and wanting to do that not on just a local and state level, but on a national level as well.
We are graduating 26 young adults from our Justice Next program. Today, we're rolling out the next generation of changemakers who are going to be the counterpunch to the oppression that we're seeing every day.
In partnership with the MBA Foundation, the Justice Next Cohort is a 9-week leadership development program to equip and empower future leaders. At the end of the program, graduates receive a $1,500 stipend.
How, from your perspective, has it benefited Jenna?
So I've noticed that she's really come out of her shell. Just her relationships have helped her, blossom into the woman that she is, that I dropped. Very different from the person I dropped off 9 months ago. I'm just so proud of you. And it's amazing watching your child flourish. And I couldn't be more proud.
My name is Jenna Diaz. I am currently the 2025 Justice Next Cohort valedictorian. I kind of just felt like, okay, look, me and her can click, then I can really click with this cohort. And so being myself and actually talking to these people, I feel really good in my skin, and these people just kind of reinforce and make you feel like, yeah, you're doing a good job and you're really good at what you're doing, so keep doing it.
My name is Franklin Jackson. What inspired me was, I think, my first trip within the Sacramento County Jail to experience the conditions within their living area, and just the color. There's no sunlight, there's no windows. I told myself I never want to be in this predicament. I found out about dream.org through my wife. She went to mentor the cohort in Arizona. She told me to join the cohort here in Sacramento, and so far it's been a great experience.
My favorite part of the cohort was definitely Lucinda's speech yesterday about entrepreneurship. She was great. I loved her speech down. She really resonated with me.
We graduated. We did a performance. It was amazing. It was surreal. Just being in this whole experience. So I'm just happy to be here.
I just felt like everything went by so fast, and the relationship we made with our peers was really special to us. In the way that everything was facilitated to really nurture our dreams. It really brought me into a new perspective about how I can really attack my dreams. So I'm ready to go at it as soon as this is over, and hope to connect with all my peers and all my mentors and get started.
One of my favorite memories was when we were doing the storytelling class, and Yuri was explaining to us everything that she had been through and her backstory. And we had the opportunity to create our own stories and create our own messages. And being able to hear everybody else's messages was honestly such an eye-opener, because one of my favorite lines was, we all have different traumas, but those traumas become into different successes. It's just nice to see that our traumas don't define us, and they keep pushing us forward, and we can do more than just that.
The young graduates from the Justice Next Cohort are stepping out with real hope, believing they can shape a future worth fighting for. But it begs the question, what's your dream for America?
Man, I got a ton of dreams for America. I want for America to succeed enough to where its citizens have the freedom to travel.
My dream for America is hope. I think that it's time for us to step up and acknowledge that there is an opportunity for change, and without hope, can't really achieve that change. And so I really just hope that people can wake up and rely on each other, and so we can improve our place of living.
My dream for America is to live up to the ideals of our nation, where we invest in our education, in our children, in our sick, our poor, and our needy.